Hi everyone, I'm excited to be back with another video. I'm Dominic here. Let's explore something different this time around. We are going to create a presentation you see on your screen purely in ArchiCAD. No extra plugins or softwares to achieve this. Before any further ado, let's get started. Subscribe if you haven't. If you find this interesting, like it and share with those who could benefit from it. Don't forget to check our Patreon platform for the assets we are using for these videos. I would like to thank our Patreon members to their support to the growth of this channel. MS BIM 2025 professional template updates are due tomorrow. If you want to be part of the elite in producing professional drawings with optimized workflow, check the link below to download this template. Okay, for this demonstration, this is the project I'm going to use. You can use any project of your choice. The results are the same. So I'm going to quickly go to the view map and set up a folder. Call it white on black drawings. Hit enter. Then let's set up a clone of the stories. I'm going to clone a story. Go to stories. If you move on to the general section, make sure I've created a layer combination of black on white planes. So let's just use that and then hit clone. Okay, so I'm gonna expand this and open the ground floor. Perfect. It simplifies the drawings according to the filtering of layers. So the next step will be to set up a layout for this before we can do white on black kind of graphic style. So let's go to the layout book, then set up a new master. I'll call it a white on black presentation. Then the height will be 700. This will be 500. Yes, then create. Okay, so from there we need to create a new layout. White on black presentation, something like that. Then the master layout will be our newly created white on black. Perfect. So we need to bring in the image and then the floor plan. So to do that, I want you to, let's go to the Lumion. I open a Lumion file. This is the image that I want to use for that project. And then the rendering will have to change because currently I have this front image. Is too close and it won't work for the kind of presentation I want to set up. So I'll need to, create a new image. So I'm going to move out a little bit because what I'm interested in is to have an image that has a background of a cloud background, and I will go to the clouds filter. I don't know why it's not active. It's because one of the effects is controlling this. I'm sure it's the sky or it's the Real 6 that controls that, but we can open it and see if we can use something with less clouds like this one. Yes, I want a plain clouds like that, and then from there I will have to render this at a high resolution. I don't know why that tree is still stuck there. Let me update the view. That guy looks lost. I'm going to delete it. So I'm not worried with this having grass on the road because I'm going to trim off anyway the image. So the idea here is, unfortunately with Lumion you can't render a different frame. You have to set up your own frame in order for you to achieve that. So here what I want is to render at a high resolution and then crop it. That's the quickest way of addressing this. I know there is another way of introducing a different frame. I'm not quite sure there is an effect for that enhancement, but I haven't seen anything. Maybe camera photo matching. Photo matching is under artistic, right? Let me know in the comment section what you think, guys. If you want to render a different frame, for example, I want to have a frame that has a vertical frame, maybe 6 by 9, something like that, for your online images. So there's no way you can, maybe in latest version of Lumion you can achieve that, but for this I'll have to do with that one. So I'm going to render from far so that it can capture more of the sky. Then I will come later and crop my image. So that means you're required to do it at a high resolution, right? I'm going to render with the poster. I'm going to give it a, yeah. While it's still rendering, we're going to continue with our video because we still have a bit of work to do this side. So I will go to documents and activate my fill. And I'm going to draw a fill like so. Within this fill, I'm going to change it to be a gradient fill. The gradient should be, oh sorry, I wanted to rotate this vertically like that. Okay, yes, maybe I wanted to start somewhere there. All right, so this is where the position of the plane will be located or be positioned, and then the top part will be the image. So let's go to our plane and set up quite a number of things here. What we want, I want to eliminate the openings labels, your door and window labels, and what else again, and then change the room labels, the zone labels also to, I just want to have it numbers, not that. This can be only controlled by having, because if you delete them or switch off the layer, you can create a layer for that, for this, and then switch it off. But for the windows, it's going to be a tricky one because they're dependent on the layer. It's a built-in marker which you can't set up a layer for. So to control that, you need model view options. So if you go to document and model view options, here we need to set up a new model view options. We have series of model new options for this template. I'm going to hit on new. I can duplicate the ones that is active here. Let's create new. I'll say 07, then white on black planes. Then hit OK. I will go to the construction element section. Then I said zones, them should be switched off with this, and then the door marker and the window marker also should be off. Let's collapse and then hit OK. So you see all those have disappeared, but we need to key in permanently to our view settings. So let's go to the view map and then open the view settings for this. Let's change the model view options to the newly created white on black. All right, so we have to also set up a graphic override combination for this because we want to make everything white. and then we have the background we created already, which is black. So let's hit OK and create a graphic override combinations for this. I'm gonna go back to the document and graphic overrides combinations. Let's set a new graphic override for white on black drawings or plans. Okay, let's move on to the right side of and manage the rules for this combination. Let's go to manage. The first thing we want to do is to make everything white, right? So I'm going to go to the fields and really utilize some of the rules here, such as all cut fields should be solid black. So I'm going to duplicate this. Let's duplicate that, and then I'll say should be solid white. All cut fields should be solid white, and then from there, after renaming, apparently this is okay, it's existing, should be solid white. Where is it? Apparently it's that it's existing. I'll say 02 then. Yes, this is the one. And let's set up the fill type to be empty and fill background. I'm gonna uncheck the foreground pen. The fill background pen should be this is the cut, right? So it should be, I'm gonna use RGB and then select the color. Also this should be active. Okay, so I'm gonna hit OK. Let's add that to our combination and then hit enter. So we see our cut fields are white, and then we need also to make all elements, right, to be white. I'm gonna manage rules, and I'm going to add well, I could say just all elements. Let's say all types, and remove everything. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. I will have to set the one for all types. No, wait. I will have to activate the line if I'm using all types. Activate the pen for the line and then set it to white. Hit OK. It should work. Yes. What's going on here? All cut fields, all type. Something is wrong here. And change this to. All right. I'm gonna go back and set a new one. Say for all types, right? Or I can just we have all types here. All types white. Marker pen. Fill empty. Let's edit. I'm gonna bring it to the top. Yes. So we need to key in here to the view settings. Let's make sure white on black, and go to our layout, drag and drop this there, right click, select it, right click and bring it to front. There we go. I'm going to trim off everything and get rid of the title. Let's go to the settings and title, let's say no, and I'm going to rotate it to 90 degrees. Oh, I could have rotated it manually, so I want it to be rotated this way. I'll say Control E and rotate it this way. Okay, Control K to Control K. Okay, to scale. I'm gonna scale it there, and then position it right down like that. Make sure it's centered. Yeah. Okay, so quite a number of things that we need to do here. Like I don't want to have solid fills whatsoever for other elements. Solid fills should be all for cut fills, not for staircase. So we need to set up a rule for staircase and the furniture not to be filled solid. So let's go here, go back to our layer combination, to our graphic override, and manage the rules. Let's add a new one for furniture on black. I don't know why it's not renaming it at the top there. I'll copy this one and paste it there. Furniture on black. So the element type will be an object. Where is object? Object. And then I'm going to add another element type, or another element, which is stair. Okay. So and then say the field type should be empty. Yes. I'll just say empty for both the cover and background. What else again? Then hit OK. Let's add that and drag it to the top. Hit OK. Let's check the results. Nothing have changed. We go back. We see where it might be the problem. I think it's because maybe we can say end. Normally that's what makes it not work. Wow, didn't work. That means we need to make the what you call the fill background transparent. Let's make it transparent and see. Nothing. Wow. Let's go back. Edit the rule. Yes, it worked. It was because of that end. So we need also to include the slabs in our combination for the pool. I know it's made up of a slab, so I will go back here, manage the rule. Under this one, I'm gonna add another element type. This one because okay, let's just add the element type and then say slab, then C. Okay. Oh, it worked. All right, perfect. So we need to also, number our spaces, and then we'll reference them later. So I'm gonna go back here, and we can't see anything here, but we know there are zones there. So I'm going to take advantage of the zones, activate the tool for the zone, and hit Control A to select all the zone. I'm going to go to document to label all the zones. Under annotation, let's say label selected elements. Where is the label now? Yeah, there are the labels. I said undo and redo. That's a trick. If you want to select the latest placed element, you have to do that, redo or undo, so then you can select all the elements. So I'm gonna group the elements, right click on the on the space, then bring them to front. So what I need to is to open and set up this, so I can see here the this is the preview. But what I want to do is maybe go to the text style, make sure it's bold, and under the symbol label, I'm going to rotate it to 90 degrees because my drawing is being rotated. It's not updating. Update. Yes, they were my numbers. Okay, so let's check the progress of our render. Oh wow, it's done. I'm gonna open it. Let's hit on. All right, I'm going to use the edit image to crop it. Okay, edit. I hope this won't distort the quality of the image. So I'm going to like that. And bring it to somewhere here. Also do the same to this side. I'm going to cut this tree a little bit. So that I can come back later again and readjust. So this is the current image size, 4995 by 26. Not bad. It's not bad. Saving options, save a copy because you don't want to replace the original file. So this will be 0.1. I don't know, it won't. Let's say just A1. Save. Okay, it's not bad. The quality is good. All right, so let's take this image to our ArchiCAD, place it there by just drag and drop. I'm going to Control D and move it to the top, Control K to scale it horizontally and fit it to the layout like that. Perfect. So ideally is to be behind the fill, or the what you call the fill, the gradient fill. Right, and then from here we'll have to play around with some text overlay. So I'm going to activate the text tool, then I'll start at the top there and give it so right visual. I would like to keep the font. This one will be bold. Not, at least that's not bold it. Make the size of this 8. And then enter. See architecture. This should be robot light. Then I might. Unfortunately, ArchiCAD doesn't have really extensive tool for text formatting. Hence, people use. Hence, more people gravitate towards Illustrator for this kind of work. But if you want to stay within ArchiCAD, stay on ArchiCAD without, incorporating more tools to your workflow. This is the approach. I'm just sharing with you so that you can know this. It's possible also to do it here. So let's get rid of the background, make it transparent, and then I'm going to reduce the size of the text box. Move it at the top there. That's the reason I wanted the background, because I can have a space for me to place my text overlay. Change the color to white. Right. Okay, so from here I will take this, Control Shift D, drag it down to somewhere there, and I'm going to double click on it. For the sake of, to see, I will change this to gray temporarily. Yes, so that I hit enter, then go at the top right, Terrano, it's Italian, Spanish, and this Terrano will be light, robot light. Then this will be the size of the plot, 25 by 35, and I'm gonna bold it. Metros. Talking Spanish today. And this would be, and then here I'll reference, down below I'll reference the, okay, this one is fine. I'll reference my spaces, right? So I'm going to say 01 is what? Foyer. I could do the, sorry. Foyer. I could do the schedule, but I wanted something unique, something different. If you schedule your zones, you can, reference this easily, reference this spaces. So if you want to go extra mile and create something unique, this is the price you'll have to pay. 02 is what? Staff room. And /03 we have the pool. 04 we have this is color, and 5 laundry, 6, where is 6 garage, 07, this is sitting room or family lounge, 08 kitchen, 09 that's TV lounge. That was supposed to be TV lounge, which is number 9. This is family lounge. This was supposed to be TV. Yes. 10. This is guest room. 11. Theater or cinema. 12. Where is 12? I've been seeing 12 here. I just saw 12. I don't know where. Okay, let me skip it for the sake of it. I will skip it. 14. Skip to 14, which is powder room. 15. Where is 15? No, 15. I will skip it. 16. 17. There's entrance. I think that will conclude our spaces. Okay, click on outside, then drag it down a bit. I'm going to increase the text box like so, align them to the center, make sure they are centrally positioned, move it somewhere there. Yes. Okay, What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section what you think with this presentation. It's not bad. Let's test the results. I'm going to save this. I want to say the furniture is too harsh. To create depth, I will say maybe most of the stuff make it gray, especially furniture and stuff. But before we do that, let's save and preview. I'm gonna say Pew. Yeah, it looks great, but if you want to take a little bit of extra step, I will make the furniture look great. Let's do that. So come here, and then to the graphic override combination, I'm gonna edit this. Instead of white, pure white, this will be, let's find something related to that. And okay, go back. Maybe a slight bit, we can also achieve that. So let's go back to the graphic override combination as well. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to find, I think 10 millimeters will do. Dark gray of 10 millimeters. Yes, something like that. Now you are talking. And also this needs to be on a gray car. Okay, and I'll put cars, just 2D vehicles on the garage, so that everything is this is what, this is site and landscape. So let's add it also. It's a mesh. I'm gonna add it under the furniture. So add element, which is mesh. Hit OK. Yes. Then go to your object tool, open its settings. Okay, we already have that here. How lucky we are. Cut to the symbol. I want the top. The style I'm looking for, yeah, this one. Hit OK. I'm gonna place it there. Rotate vertically, like so. Control Shift D to carry a copy. Perfect. Let's go back. Number 1. All right. Let's save the PDF and preview again. Perfecto. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section what you think with this kind of presentation. If you don't want to introduce more programs to your workflow, I think this is the approach. You can do most of the stuff within ArchiCAD. Thank you for making to the end. If you want this kind of the PDF for this, check the link on the description. And I will also share the graphic override combinations that we've used here, and then the model view options as well. Check the link on the description and download this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this presentation. Up until next time, peace.